Well, I think we're, yep, says right there that we're live. So, how you doing? I'm Tony B, Tony Britton, the picky eater. I am the one that people say, dude, you eat like a 3-year-old, and they're not lying when they say that.
That's true.
But then again, my mother is also a picky eater.
That's right.
I'm actually out in San Diego on business, and I'm staying with mom and dad and my brother while we're out here. And I thought, okay, I've got a fan named Pete Tull that lives in Australia, and he sent along this because he saw that I did a video where I had I, we're live, so I can't edit this. The problem is, see on my phone over there, I see messages popping up and stuff, so it derailed me. But we're live. There's no editing on this. So, anyways, so Pete had seen that I did a video where I went to the beef jerky outlet on the Outer Banks, and at the beef jerky outlet, they have like over 100 different varieties of jerky. They had some alligator, they had some kangaroo and stuff, but mom, well, she doesn't eat jerky, first of all, which we'll get to that in a minute. But the jerky, you know how they have like chopped, pressed, and formed jerky?
Yes.
So
Oh yeah, I know that they have and then they have the all beef.
yeah, it's icky, to say the
I don't
least.
know. I don't eat it.
Well, yeah. So what they do with that is they actually take that and they shred it and they put it through processing and they tear it all up and then they take that and they stick it back together with whatever gross stuff they use to do that with.
Oh,
Well, the jerky, and that's not to say, because listen, the beef jerky outlet has some great jerky, but these exotic jerkies like ostrich and the kangaroo and all that kind of stuff was, like the chopped, pressed, and formed. And it also had a lot of pork in it. So I don't really know how much I was actually getting of kangaroo in there or anything like that.
oh,
So, well, Pete sent this along. This is actually from Australia. It's Jumpin' Jerky Australia. Let's see, it's 50 grams, original kangaroo. I don't know if we can get this a little bit closer so you can actually see it. There we go. And on the back here, it says, kangaroos are cute, but to be honest, they're also flamin' tasty. We at Jumpin' Jerky don't do cute, which is why we created Australia's finest feed from Australia's favorite male. Packed full of Aussie protein, it's the perfect snack. Now, you see that little thing that popped up down there, Mom? That's somebody sending a message.
oh.
We'll look at those in a minute.
Okay.
Anyways, packed full of Aussie protein, it's the perfect snack when you're hopping along in the middle of nowhere. Take a bite of the outback, munch on a marsupial. it's it's soft stuff from a tough place. But what I thought was really interesting is the notification that they put on here. It says the
Yeah.
meat contained herein is derived from animals that received post-mortem veterinary inspection, and were found sound and healthy in every way. The preparation of the meat described has been carried out in a sanitary manner in accordance with the Export Control Act 1982 in Australia. So I thought, perfect. Okay, this is what I'm going to bring along, and I'll finally do the taste test on the kangaroo jerky. But I want my mom to try. Very specific reason for this, though. My mother is. You're a picky eater, aren't you?
Very picky.
Well, tell me about your pickiness.
I've always been picky. I don't like. I made a list.
She made a
kinda,
list.
sorta.
She's prepared. I love that.
Yeah.
Let's
Tomatoes.
see, Mom. Right now we have 9 people watching it live.
Tomatoes, vegetables, fish, cauliflower, broccoli, fufu lettuce.
Well, what is fufu lettuce? Explain.
Fufu lettuce is anything other than iceberg.
I'm right there with you, man. It has to be iceberg or nothing.
And then I only like certain dressings, which is French and ranch.
French and ranch. That's
French and ranch.
the ones.
That's the only.
Would you try blue cheese? Do you like blue
Oh,
cheese?
I don't like blue cheese.
No.
No, I don't even like blue cheese. Blue cheese.
Well, okay. How about
Okay.
Catalina dressing? Would you try that?
Catalina is like a French.
Kind of like French.
Yeah,
yes.
not a problem.
I know.
And then for fruit, the only thing I really kind of like is pineapple.
Which I just discovered this year within the last 12 months that I like pineapple. Now I can't get enough of it. I love it.
But the avocados are like, oh, they're the worst. And here we live in California. We could have our own avocado tree out here.
Well, they actually
No.
grow them right near here. But
Yeah, we did have one when we first got here, but I guess they need a male and a female tree to grow.
okay.
That's what I've heard, and we only had one tree out here, so it never grew anything.
Who knew Mom
Who knew?
knows all the technical things?
I
That's
who
good.
knew? And I don't like pudding, and I don't like yogurt because I don't like the
Yeah.
consistency of it.
Yogurt also, there's no way to explain it other than the fact that yogurt is like girty. It's like, it's got this, which is like yogurt. It's like I'm throwing up in my mouth.
Right.
Kinda
But
thing.
now you want me to try something that is, I don't eat Bambi meat, and I don't want to eat Joey meat.
Okay, well, you eat beef, right?
I eat beef,
What's the difference?
but I don't eat a lot of beef.
Okay.
Okay, but I eat to be eating. I don't eat
Well,
because
before we get into the tasting thing here, though, so let's talk a little bit more about the picky thing. All right,
Okay.
so
Oh,
when I,
and I forgot the one this is, and I am a chocolate eater. I love my chocolate.
Yeah.
However, chocolate can be too chocolatey, and I don't
wait,
like
wait,
it.
what?
Oh yes,
Wait,
chocolate.
explain that. What does that mean?
Chocolate
Chocolate
can be too chocolatey when they sell cakes in a store,
Right.
and I think Costco's one that has one that's like really tall and whatever, and they have all chocolate on it. If I don't like it if it's chocolate. It has to- I love
so
chocolate.
let me ask you, like
Okay.
a Lindor truffle, is that too chocolatey?
That's, yeah, and besides, a Lenore truffle has the consistency, a creamy consistency inside of it, so I don't like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you like how about filled donuts?
No,
Yeah.
no.
I'll recount. See, this is more than just the tasting. I wanted to kind of grill my mother because she's more picky than me, which is kind of
Yeah.
weird because I really consider myself a very picky eater. I won't eat onions, tomatoes, mushrooms, red peppers, green peppers. Will you eat any of those?
I will eat a few onions. I don't like a big flavor of onions, but I'll
Yeah.
eat a few onions. And green peppers, if it's really, really thinly sliced and put into
So if
something,
it's, like,
it'll,
kinda disintegrated.
yeah, if it'll disintegrate, yeah,
Right.
not a problem.
Let's go back to the fufu lettuce.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so guys, lettuce wise, lettuce is one of those things that I didn't even think I liked lettuce for a long time because I'm a texture eater. So all that,
Right.
to me, lettuce was like an onion. It had that crunch to it. I
Oh.
didn't like it.
Really?
Yeah, the iceberg I'm okay with, but just in recent years, I have to eat salads. I got to do something, because as a picky eater, what do you eat? It's like chips and what's your diet like in a typical day? You don't like to eat in the morning. I know that.
Peanut butter crackers.
Peanut butter crackers. You got to speak up a little bit
Oh,
because
peanut butter crackers, and maybe some Lorna Doones, and then maybe I'll eat at night.
So peanut
And
butter
a few
crackers
pieces of chocolate candy during the day.
and Lorna Doones.
And Lorna
Yeah.
Doones.
Okay. Well, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
okay. And then a dinner at night.
And so when I was a kid, we're gonna go back to when I was a kid. All right. When I was a kid, there was certain things that you made that I was like, I just don't want it. I don't like it. Like hamburger gravy. My dad
Right?
loves hamburger gravy. What's in hamburger gravy? Just tell us.
Hamburger and a white sauce.
That's it.
White sauce is it.
So I like white sauce because I like SOS.
Right.
Shit on a shingle. I'll eat
Yeah,
that.
but that's a different type of meat.
Right. But that's the thing. The hamburger was like sometimes I would bite into a little gristly piece and then it was done. And I'm that way today. Like if I'm eating a hamburger, like an
Yeah,
actual
no,
hamburger.
I don't like it if it's gristly.
Yeah, because if I bite in there, I might have a fresh, brand new burger and be like, "This is such a good burger." I take 3 bites. On the third bite, I run into a little piece of gristle. I'm done. I can't eat it. That sandwich is
If I
done,
run into a piece of fat on something, I'm done. I can't eat it.
right? So fufu lettuce. Let's go back to that. The fufu
Oh,
lettuce.
fufu lettuce.
Do you like spinach?
No,
Because that's a fufu lettuce.
no, I don't like it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, to me, if it looks and tastes like yard clippings,
Yeah.
I'm not eating it.
If it looks like dandelions, eh.
Yeah. So there's a lot of things that I like that you don't like. Let me ask you. Do you like oysters?
Oh, I don't like fish of any kind.
None at all.
None, not even a fish stick.
Like, really?
Yeah.
Even like fried fish, like a
No,
fried fish
no,
taco or
no,
something
no,
like that?
No.
Okay, so I'm kind of meeting my match here with my mom. Okay, so let's see. If you're just tuning in, I'm sitting here in San Diego at my parents' house. I'm hanging out with mom and talking to her about being a picky eater because I discovered that my mother is actually more of a picky eater than me, and I think that kind of it gives me a lot of insight
It is.
into what exactly. And if
Well-
you are a fan of the Vapor Trail channel, I'm also we just filmed a review that we're going to post up there later on. So I just figured let's go ahead and have some fun with mom. So picky eater stuff. Let's see. Do you like cauliflower?
Oh, no,
Okay. Do you like asparagus?
no.
These are things that I discovered in the last year that I actually will
Oh,
eat.
you'll eat those?
I don't love it, but with asparagus, and people hate this because I'll get the asparagus and I'll just cut just the tip off of it, and I eat the tip, and then the stalk, I'm like, no. But it has to be like grilled and buttered. My dad is off camera over here watching us like, you two.
And he is shaking his
He's like,
head.
you two. I mean, seriously.
He is
Anyways,
totally shaking his head.
so those are a couple things that I discovered in the last year that I like.
Not easy living with a picky eater.
You know, it's not.
Oh, there we go.
Listen, if you're gonna be talking, you gotta be on camera. You
Yep.
gotta come on. We're live, so
Yeah, we're live.
we can't edit this or anything.
Yep.
So what's that now?
Yeah.
Dad's coming in. He's
Yeah,
gonna.
Dad's-
Dad's gonna get on
Yeah.
camera now.
All right.
It's not easy living with a picky eater.
No, it's not. Yeah. Why is
No.
that?
Well, because sometimes I gotta eat what is not my favorite.
Because that's what we will eat.
That's right.
Because that's what we're having. It's real simple.
Well, when we were kids, there's a couple things. Porcupine balls. I wouldn't eat those.
Oh, yeah, that's
God, you
good.
kids
No,
had a
no,
hard
no,
time.
no.
Oh, man.
I think the other kids liked them. Porcupine
Oh,
balls.
no, Todd just absolutely hated them, too.
Is there onions inside of them?
Oh, no, no, no. It was just rice.
Just rice. But see, Dad, I thought the rice was onions, so I was like, no, not eating that.
No,
No. So,
no.
but yeah, well, you know. So, Dad, are you gonna try the kangaroo jerky?
I might.
I think you should. It's nice and soft. It's
Yeah,
good.
now Dad'll eat jerky.
Well, let's get. I know people are. You know, we got a lot of people have tuned in right now. About over 1,100 people tuned in right now. So let's go ahead and we'll commence to doing some of the tasting. Then we'll talk with Mom a little bit more. What?
Yeah.
So what do you have here? This
Well,
looks
because-
absolutely disgusting. to me.
Because Tony said I was going to have some of this turkey, and I really don't want to eat Joey or Bambi or any of those. I figured, all right, I will test it, but he will have to try beets because I like pickled beets. I know it's the weirdest thing, and probably somebody, is that a vegetable, by the way?
I think it is.
I think it is. Well, I may like a vegetable.
So
So,
let me ask you something. When, as a picky eater, when you eat something that you don't like, do you physically feel like you're going to throw up?
it's the gag factor.
Well, that's already happening to me. I'm just looking at these. All right, I'm just looking at these beets, and I'm like, ugh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on with that?
Here, you can have a real thin slice, no, real thin.
All right, so I'm gonna try the beets. She's gonna try the kangaroo jerky. So let's do that.
Okay.
Yeah, guys.
Oh, he's even gonna cut that one.
Yeah. I just thought we'd do a live video for this because why not, right? I mean,
But it has to be pickled beets. It's not just.
so these are pickled beets.
Pickled beets, yeah.
Well, Dad, have you ever had a pickled egg like you have in the bar? They're sitting up on the bar up there, the pickled egg.
I don't eat that stuff.
I do. Oddly enough, for pickled eggs, they pickle them using beet juice, and that's what this is basically, a pickled beet.
They do, yeah. Pickled
So what do
beets.
you have like a whole bowl of these things over there? Do you eat
Yeah.
these things like that? You just sit down and eat them?
Well, I eat them, but I'm the only one in the household that eats them, so
Okay,
I
folks,
will put them 2 or 3 at a time.
that is about as much as I'm willing to have right there. Okay,
A little bitty.
pickled beet. I can't. I like can't even get it to my mouth.
Okay. It's not candied or anything. It's
No.
pretty darn good.
You know what it tastes like? It tastes like ketchup. No, I don't like it. I'll try another piece though. Just
Okay.
and I'm cutting this even smaller.
Yeah, you too. This is really
The other one
nice.
was thin. This is like a squarish piece, so we're gonna try that.
I will tell you, your auntie makes the best pickled
Ugh.
beets there is around. I've been trying to find.
Do you just eat these things solo, or do you like
You
put
eat
them on something?
Oh no, you eat them solo. Oh, well, I eat them solo.
You just pop a hole in your mouth?
Well, I just pop a bite of it in my
Right, you
mouth.
go ahead and do that.
But your auntie's the one that makes these. That's got me started on them because I never was a beet eater,
Gross.
and she made them. Oh, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago.
Hmm.
Hasn't made them in the last couple of years, so I don't get my pickled beets.
So are these ones that she made and canned?
Mm-mm. These are the ones I bought.
So are the ones that you buy, are they as good?
No,
No, not
not
nearly
as not as good as hers.
Okay, so your relationship.
I said no, I would try this.
Yeah, yeah. So your relationship with jerky in the first place, like you don't really like jerky.
Well, I guess
Right?
I guess
I'm opening
because
the
of
bag.
maybe because of it being chewy.
Yeah. So maybe
Chewy foods aren't, one of my favorites.
maybe a texture thing.
It could be.
Well, let's take a look at this stuff here. Okay, well this is good. So it's inside a Ziploc zippy
Oh,
bag
that's good.
already, and then it's also inside. Oh, okay,
Ooh.
that's a little unusual looking.
Oh, it's really weird looking. Get a picture of
Yeah,
it.
let's get that up here. All right, guys, you want to
Really
see this?
close. Look, can you see the
Can
veins?
you really tell? No, it's not veins. it's like it's definitely a different texture than a beef.
Yeah. But it looks like you can see like the ridges of the, oh, I don't know what that is.
Yeah. Okay. So let's see here.
All right.
So it's inside the Ziploc package already, and then it's inside this pouch. And just to be sure, because Pete sent this a little while ago, I was like, okay, is it still good? It says
Yep.
best by September of 2018.
Still got time.
So we're good. Okay.
We're good.
Wait, where did Dad see? Dad conveniently
Yeah, they had conveniently left.
escaped.
Yes.
Maybe we'll get Chad in here. He can try this stuff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He's like, I'm out farming right now.
Yeah, it's like, give me my,
Okay. It has. It's got a pretty. It's got a pretty funky smell to it. I think I might need a beer. Okay, Mom, I don't want you to smell it because you might not try it if you smell it. It's funky.
What is it?
well, you didn't tell me what you thought.
We're
of the
live
bait.
right now, Chad, and
What is it?
on the picky. This is kangaroo jerky.
You don't have a shirt on.
Yeah, put your shirt on, man.
Farm slush.
Yeah, don't worry about it. So, I wish you could smell that right now.
Oh my gosh.
You smelled it?
Oh my gosh. Oh.
You weren't supposed to smell it.
Well, if I'm not putting it in my mouth, I'm
You
sure
are
they're
gonna,
smell.
yeah.
Oh my, oh.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, hopefully this is good, because personally, I love jerky. So here's a little piece for you, a little piece for me.
Mhm.
Are you gonna break it smaller than that? You good? Oh, come on. You gotta put more of that in your mouth.
I'm working on it.
I'm probably gonna get smacked right now.
It's the Picky twins talking about.
Oh
what
my
is it?
god.
Picky
Oh.
eater stuff, man.
Yeah,
Yes, we're picky.
yeah.
My little
Well,
buddy.
you know,
Okay.
people in Australia might want this. Maybe somebody
I
needs
think
it.
they used to
I'm
get
going for the
that
whole
Jack in
piece.
the Box, didn't they?
Huh?
Back in the 80s?
I got the whole piece here. All right, I'm gonna tell you this. It tastes better than it's. Are you taking? Nope. You do not take that out of your mouth. You don't leave the table till you eat what's in front of you.
Till it's all gone.
Okay. There you go. Here's some more.
Oh, no.
All right. I'm just gonna say this. It tastes a whole lot better than it smells. It smells a little bit like ass. Okay. Let me see if I can get an accurate description.
It really smells like a dog's butt.
It does, right?
Yeah, it does. It really.
Gotta love my mom. She's very eloquent with her
Looks
descriptions.
like from a meat eater.
Yeah.
It smells like
it's
a
awful.
dog's butt.
Yeah, you know, that hasn't been cleaned.
I'm gonna say that it tastes a lot better than it smells.
Well, evidently you're eating it.
No, I'll eat it. No, I like my jerky, and I've tried a bunch of different
But
jerkies
you're breaking it up into little pieces. Is that because you
because I
don't
want to
wanna
give you a
put-
little
Oh, that's quite all right. I got some over here.
piece. Dude, she took a piece that was about this big right here. That's what she ate, and then she pulled it out and put it on the plate right there. All right, little brother's gonna try it out over here. Here.
Okay.
Smell it first. Oh, this is-
I can't smell nothing.
You
Yeah,
don't-
it smells like.
Oh yeah.
It smells like good catfish bait.
Well, good catfish bait, he
Oh,
said.
there you go.
Right. So there we go. That is the kangaroo jerky. I want to thank Pete Tull in Australia for sending
Thank
this
you,
over
Pete.
here. And you know, we got to the bottom of a few things. So, let me ask you this, Mom. People always tell me, just a little bit more discussion about being a picky eater. People always tell me that it's in my head, that like, oh, you just don't like this stuff because you don't want to like it. Do you feel
No.
that? I mean,
That's what
It's
you used to
not.
tell me about chicken, man.
No.
well,
no.
my little brother is got this weird chicken allergy.
Yeah.
Chad is over here. And I remember as a kid, he would say, chicken makes me spit. And I was like, that is the weirdest crap I've ever heard. What are you talking about?
Well, we had to take him twice to the emergency room because he
That's the first
he
symptom.
Yeah.
was allergic to some kind of food that he was eating, and
Yeah, he
we
has-
ended up taking him. And you know what they
You
gave
know
him?
when you have cramps, I completely.
They gave him meat
understand.
tenderizer.
You get a
That's
pass.
how he got it out.
Wow. So I guess it's a
At the
real
hospital.
thing. It is a real
So,
thing.
yeah, it is.
So as people say, they go, well, why don't you just try this? Why don't you try this? And why don't you try this? Like a good example, strawberries. I love
Oh,
the flavor of strawberry.
yeah.
I just don't like those little seeds that are on there, and I can't stand it. When I go to bite into that, it's like, it feels like I'm eating
Yeah.
sand, you know? So I don't like it.
So will you puree them and eat them?
No, because the seeds are still in there.
Oh,
But I have a friend that actually will cut the seeds off for me.
Well, then what do you end up with?
You end up with that nice little core of awesomeness that's really good and tasty.
I don't like the little core that's inside the strawberry, so I go dig it out.
And you eat
don't
the
get 'em
crap on
right.
the
And I eat
outside? I don't
crap
get
on the
it.
outside.
I
You
don't
gotta
get
get a
it.
ripe strawberry
she'll eat the onions. She'll eat the opposite stuff that I will
Yeah.
on the strawberries. So maybe we're not exactly, cut from the same picky eater cloth. But now, I remember when I was a kid, if there was something that I didn't like in the dinner, and I was told you're going to sit there and eat that, or you're
Like,
not going to,
come from that era.
or you're not going to eat. Well,
Yeah.
that's how it was, and that's I totally get it. But see, my mother, being very understanding, I don't know if Dad needs to hear this,
That's
but
gone.
what she would do is she'd sneak in there with a bologna sandwich later on and be like, "Here you go, just don't tell anybody," because she understood.
I come from an era where my mom and dad, when we sat down to eat, you eat everything that's on your plate, or you don't get up and you don't have
Ugh.
anything else until the next morning, and it would happen.
How does this smell so bad?
I don't know.
I mean,
Every night we would have a vegetable,
yeah,
and I knew I had to eat it, but they would go in my mouth and I would swallow them.
right.
I would never eat them.
You wouldn't actually eat it. You're like, I just
would-
got to get it down.
And maybe that's why to this day I don't like vegetables,
Right.
but I will eat a lima bean.
Lima beans are great. I
Yeah,
love
lima beans, but they taste like potatoes.
Right, if you put enough butter and
Yeah,
sugar in it.
put enough whatever on.
Do you like green beans?
No, the only thing I like is corn.
Corn? Do you like cream of corn?
I do, but I have to be in the mood for it,
Right,
and then I have to put sugar on it.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
How about peas?
only in a white sauce.
Okay, so
You
if
know,
it's in.
put them with something.
Mhm.
But I only like them every once in a while.
Right,
But I don't like any of the other veggies.
okay,
So
right.
all the others, all the other vegetables, everybody else eat. Do you eat vegetables?
A little bit, yeah.
What kind?
I eat green beans, corn, lima beans. I will eat asparagus tips, but only the tips.
How about carrots?
Carrots, here's the funny thing with a carrot. If the carrot is in a soup and it's soaked in chicken broth, and really soft, I might
Oh.
eat it. But I will pick most of them out.
Oh, okay.
But if there's one or two in there, I'm like, because they're kind of potato-y when they're cooked like that.
And how about when you go to somebody's house, and I hate to say this, but I've always been the picky eater, and I would go, yep.
Oh, yeah. I don't care. If I'm, listen, when I go to people's house, they already know that I'm a picky eater. I will tell them in
I will
advance.
move it away, and if somebody doesn't tell me, and I happen to bite into a mushroom, I go ballistic.
Well, what do you do?
I actually get sick.
Physically ill, but you're over here eating these nasty things. So, like I say, if you're just tuning in, or if you've been watching, I really appreciate your support here on the
Thank you.
channel. I do want to tell you this about this channel. If you are familiar with, what is his name, Jake Paul or whatever, he's a big YouTube guy, got in trouble recently for doing a video in the, I don't know, the suicide garden or suicide forest in Japan or something like that. You probably know nothing of this. This will be educational for you as well. So what has happened is YouTube has changed their rules on a lot of things. And YouTube is now saying that unless you get a certain amount of views and a certain amount of subscribers and a certain amount of this and that, you're no longer allowed to be in the partner program. So you can't make money from commercials being played on the channel. And to be honest with you, you have to make at least $100 in a 30-day period in order for, or a cumulative amount for YouTube to ever write you a check. And this channel has never made $100 yet, so I've never gotten any money.
Yeah.
But they've taken me out of the partnership program for this channel because of that whole thing. They're like, we had to rethink our stuff because this one bad apple had done something that he shouldn't have done on YouTube. He's a very popular guy. But anyways, if you can help and support this channel, the easiest way is to watch the videos, watch them over and over again. So I can I have to get like 4,000 hours by February 22nd of watched videos. So what you can do is, go in there and maybe watch a playlist on here. Just put it on your computer, let it run in the background with the volume off. It'll help me immensely. Share the channel with your friends and everything. I know I've been pretty inactive on this channel, and that's absolutely my fault. I have other business ventures, stuff that was actually making me money, whereas this channel hasn't. That took a lot of my time. So one of the things that I want to do in this new year is I want to do more videos like this. I want to do more real life stuff. Less, not that I'm not going to do any, but less news style where I'm sitting behind the desk like, today we're going to show you this, that kind of thing. You do that pretty good.
Yeah.
More lifestyle stuff. So that's my plan. I want to go out and do more field trips, bring people out and let them see, what I'm experiencing in life and share a little bit more of my picky eater life with you. So if you can support me like that, that's all I ask, man.
I think
Just-
it would be pretty interesting if you went to, sometimes when you go to restaurants,
Mhm.
and I do like to sit and watch what everybody else gets,
Right.
you know, because it's like,
Do you do
"Ooh,
that?
that looks good.
I want to be the last order.
Yeah, I do. I want to be the last one to order because I see what everybody else is getting. I thought, I never even thought about that. But I also watch what people leave on the plates.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird.
She's a little bit weird. That my mother is weird. No,
But I do watch what they leave on the plates.
now here's one of the reasons why I like to be the last to order. I like to be the last to order because that way everybody else has made their order, so they don't care about what is being ordered down at this end of the table, and they're all talking amongst themselves. And then I can quietly go, okay, so I want the cheesesteak, but just meat and cheese, no onions, no anything else, just okay, just meat and cheese. And can you put this on the side? And this I need on the side, and that's
Oh,
me
I have a
when
lot
I order.
of side things.
Yeah. When I order, I'll give you an example. Last night I got a pork belly cheeseburger at this wonderful little brewery in Encinitas with Brett, a friend of mine, and I was like, okay, well that sounds really good. Hey, can you do me a favor? After she'd already taken the other two orders, I was like, could you put this on the side and that on the side? I'll just that way I could just dole it out, that kind of thing. So,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So, anyways, that's why I like to order last. But guys, I promise more content on this
Wait.
channel. Wait, here comes my dad.
Wait.
Come on over here. You
Come
gotta try
on.
the.
You
we're
gotta
live.
try this.
We're
live.
broadcasting live right now.
Don't put that in front of it.
Okay.
Okay,
You
come
can
on over here.
around over here. Yeah. Okay. First thing you got to do is smell it
Yeah.
because it's
No, here,
It
you
has a
put it in your
smell.
hand.
it has a smell that is unlike anything.
Well, I'm not a picky
What?
eater, but that don't quite
Well,
smell
you-
right to
You
me.
just got to put a little. It's
Don't
good.
eat it.
It's good until September 2018.
Yeah, it's still
so
good.
Just have a little bite. Dad eats the kangaroo jerky. What do you think? It tastes better than it smells, right?
You know what? I wouldn't run down to the superstore and buy it. But it's all right.
It's like I said.
Or to the post office to get a box of it, from somebody.
it kind of smells like dogs' buttholes,
Yeah, it does.
but it tastes a whole lot. Well, not that I would know what those taste like either.
Yeah.
Guys, seriously, thank you so much for your support here on this channel. I promise more content this year. And if you have any ideas for things that you want me to do, I know that there's some picky eater challenges that people have already asked me to do. Dad, do you like Scrapple? Oh, nobody knows what it is. It's some kind of gray matter. I have promised. Yeah, I'll show you. I have promised to do a picky eater challenge with Scrapple. Just don't challenge me to eat onions, mushrooms, tomatoes, or peppers, or any of those kind of things, and I think we'll be all right. I might actually take the challenge.
You would?
Yeah, Scrapple.
You mean other?
Other, not those. As long as
Yeah,
it's
but
not.
isn't it
those.
like head cheese and stuff like that?
Yeah,
Scrapple?
Scrapple is kind of like that. Yeah.
Yeah. And have you ever seen head cheese?
It's lips and buttholes is what it is. Pretty much is what it is.
It looks pretty
Yeah, southern
good.
people do eat Scrapple, and they have a lot of that. Hey guys.
Well, I really think that you ought to do. I really think you ought to do something on chocolate because
That's an interesting one.
chocolate is. When you think about chocolate, you think about the dark chocolates, whatever. But there's white chocolate. There's the dark chocolate. There's,
What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the camera off this tripod here so I can give you a little example of my mother's house and what her kitchen looks like. Okay, hold on
and then
just a second here.
I've always had a bowl of candy
Yeah.
setting out for I don't know how long, and I know
This is one of the reasons why my brothers and I don't really eat a lot of candy is because
they've
she's always had so much candy here. We're like, well, I don't really want it. My friends would come over and be like, dude, I got to have candy, man.
Yeah, they
All
always
right.
come over. They have their.
I think we can flip this camera. Maybe give us a little tour here, Mom.
Okay. Well, this is just a sample.
This is just like her standard candy that she's got
There's just a
around.
little bit of candy here.
Just so you know, we
A
got
little bit of stuff
her
there.
whole wall here. My mother's a
Yeah.
bit of a chocolate
No, you like
specialist.
this one? Yeah, I think it is.
She's
Oh, I love my chocolate
a
signs.
bit of a chocolate
Yeah,
specialist.
I'd give up, but I'm no quitter.
There's
know.
more. There's more.
Absolutely. Oh,
There's
wait,
more.
there's more. There's
Oh,
more.
she's got ho-hos over here. Chocolate
Yep.
peanut butter ho-hos.
Look at these signs. Oh, yeah.
Got more chocolate up here. Daniel says that's my mom too.
Hey, look.
Okay, and then that's but this is a picky eater cabinet right here because this is all stuff that you can eat.
It is.
This is all stuff that you'd be like, yeah, I could eat that.
Yeah, I could eat that.
Yeah, no problem.
I don't
Wait,
see.
what-
I don't know
I
where
mean,
the,
for
I don't know
crying
where
out
the
loud.
beef is, but yeah.
I can't say the name. Exquisite Bliss says that is a lot of sweets. You ain't kidding, girl. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, wait a minute, you got more.
Oh, huh.
Wait,
Now we're going in the fridge.
now we're going in the fridge.
Good.
Homemade
Hey,
peanut
Mike
butter.
Vapes is watching. My wife would get along with your mom for sure. What's up, Mike Vapes?
Homemade peanut butter balls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many peanut butter balls? Those are awesome.
Oh, it is good. And in case you don't like homemade, there's always
Yeah.
store bought. There is some sliced cheese. There's some.
Everybody's commenting. That's a good stash right there. I'm like, stash nothing. This is just a
Stash.
regular. you
This
know.
is my refrigerator.
Oh no, she has a stash. This ain't it.
You
Yeah.
know,
So this is just a small example of all of her chocolate
this is
indulgences.
And and these are donut holes. And then of
Donut
course, the
holes,
brownies,
everything,
You can
just-
see how the fruit lasts around here.
This is an
Right.
example of what happens when fruit
It's
gets here. It
mushy.
doesn't get eaten and
It's
kinda gross.
mushy. Hey, I got fruit in case somebody needs it.
Just in case you need fruit, she's got it. Then of course she also has this whole bowl of
Oh yeah. I don't know what
Grossness
he's
right
gonna
here.
do with the beets because he's.
homemade peanut butter balls, Daniel. That is the bomb right
It
there.
is.
And by the way, if you like to watch the Vapor Trail channel, that's what Mom and I are going to review on the Vapor Trail channel.
It fits nice in the hand.
Does it?
Yes, very
That-
nice.
That's what she said. Oh, see, I can't say that with my mom.
You can't.
No, you don't even know what that means. My
No, I
mom's
don't.
like, what?
Huh?
Yeah, okay, sorry.
Put the sign up there, stress by dessert.
Yeah, I saw that last time.
Yeah.
Remember, stressed spelled backwards is desserts. All right, guys, let me flip this back around here. So that's going to do it, man. This is just a quick little video from Mom's house. I wanted to do something live with the Picky Eater channel. I've got a lot more content coming. I really, really do appreciate you guys, though. And if you are so inclined, throw a playlist on for the Picky Eater channel and just let those play in the background. I just need more hours of views. All right, Mom. Love you, Mom.
Bye, guys. Love you.
All right, thanks. All right, guys, that's it. Adios. Let me find my little button here to finish this up. Hey, wait, before we go, I just want to look at these comments. I don't know where the comments went.
Oh.
Where's the chat? Oh, here we go. Hey, no. Okay. Everybody says that's my mom too. Wait, what does this say? I can tell you're not a full-blooded North Carolinian, Tony. It's firm, not mushy. What's that?
It's firm, not mushy?
I don't know. I was just looking at some of the comments. Hey guys, listen, I do appreciate your comments, and yeah, I just appreciate your support big time here on the channel. And I guess that's going to be it. All right, Mom, say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye from San Diego.
All right.